Minakshee. I am Assistant Professor of Pragati College of Education, Dagapur, Siliguri, and today I am going to give you lecture in second semester, paper number 8, unit number 2, bullet number 2, and the topic is Educational Philosophy of Dr. Radhakrishnan. So in this hard situation, all I think doing well and engaging themselves in your creative activities and education, and you all are trying to improve yourself in your academic area. So now I am your professor, so this is my duty that I have to give my details in your syllabus. So today I am going to give my lecture as Dr. Radhakrishnan. The educational thoughts of Dr. Radhakrishnan are not merely idealistic, but also very much pragmatic. Dr. Radhakrishnan is an idealistic philosopher, but his educational thoughts are influenced by the pragmatic philosophy also. So Dr. Radhakrishnan defines education as a instrument for social, economic and cultural change, for social and national integration, for increasing productivity. Education should be properly utilized. He believed that the importance of education is not only in knowledge and skill, but it is help us to live with others. So socialization is a main process of education. So Dr. Radhakrishnan opined that only the right kind of education could solve many problems of society and the country. He wants that education which will help us to see the other world, the invisible and intangible world beyond space and time. Actually, here I want to define you one thing, that beyond this space and time, that is our imaginary world where we can think, we can create our ideas, or we can enhance our thinking capability. So that is beyond time and space. Like our thoughts we cannot control in present, it can be go beyond our future, we can go beyond our past. So it's education, according to Dr. Swami Radhakrishnan, education has to give us second birth to help us realize what have already in within us. The meaning of education is to emancipate the individual, and we need the education of the wholeness in the sense mental, physical, intellectual and spiritual. So search and knowledge, it's not outer or inside the book, it's inner in our self realization, is the statement given by Swami Radhakrishnan. So education should develop in the mind of a students a love of sustained thinking, adherence to truth and the power of resistance to popular sentiment and mob's passion. So Radhakrishnan did not love knowledge for knowledge's sake, but he wanted knowledge for its practical utility. He did not want to educate the children and the youth of the country for their self-interest and um, um, aggrandizement, but for the natural development and prosperity. Um, it means education is a way to make a man perfect and happy. So his educational philosophy is based on the principle of universal love and humanity, mutual help and cooperation, and self sacrifice, which is the very needful for our human society. So the process of education should be able to create a mental detachment and objectivity, which were the essential prerequisites of all well balanced personality. The importance of education, according to him, is not only in knowledge and skill, but it is to help us live with others or for the society. So cooperative and mutually helpful living is what we should be trained for. So moral qualities are of greater values than intellectual accomplishment. So the true end of education is not the acquisition of information, importance thought it may be, or acquisition of technical skill, though they are very essential is modern society. So one thing we should must have, that is a superior outlook which goes beyond information and technical skill. So information is not knowledge, nor is knowledge wisdom. So like many other philosophers such as John Dewey, Aurobindo, Rabindranath Tagore, like that, Radhakrishnan emphasized education for all and education as per the needs and interest of the child. He believes that each individual is born with certain innate tendencies and potential. So it is only through education these inborn through the education we can make human perfect as per a need of the society. So being the chairman of the University Education Commission in 1948, Radhakrishnan has done pioneering work in the field of education, which laid great emphasis and their manifestation through education. He has done many things. He states that all knowledge and power are within the man, within the human being. Heart can be refined and purified through appropriate education and so also the spirit. So to him education is the enlightenment of the soul, and education dispels ignorance and enlightenment the individual. He he stresses that education is neither book learning, not memorizing facts and figures. It is not accumulation of words or stuffing mind with countless memorizing, countless memorization on related things of life and the world. So it is also not a memorization of thought of others in a foreign language or other languages, or reproducing these in examination to get diplomas or degrees for uh, white collar jobs. So rather it is the assimilation of values and ideas for mankind, character forming and life building. So in a other way, it can be said that his concept of education is the harmonious building of a positive point of both Eastern and the Western culture. So um, uh, commenting on education at the close of his introduction to um, essential of psychology, um, in this Radhakrishnan says that the basis of educational theory is a psychology. Education has for its aim the complete and harmonious development of the different functions of man, what those are, and how they develop our problem of psychology. So every educator must have full knowledge of the nature of the mind, which it is his business to bring into fullness and maturity. So knowledge of a child mind is therefore necessary for a teacher. So again, any method of teaching opposed to psychological principle in false. So psychology thus affords to negative touchstone of the true method of teaching. So Radhakrishnan expressed his worry of the worry at the plight of the diminishing human values. He felt if education does not build wisdom or wisdom and humanity in the heart and the mind of the man, all its professional, scientific and technological terms would be meaningless. So um, uh, now this much the theory of his education. Now I am going to discuss the relevance of Dr. Swami Radhakrishnan's educational thoughts in today's India. So we if we look into this present educational scenario of our country, we get lots of murky depiction of it. The present education in India suffered from the crisis in character and loss of moral values. So, in this regard, Radhakrishnan educational thought is very potential in order to develop character and moral values. So, the report of the University Education Commission under the Radhakrishnan's chairmanship was perhaps his greatest contribution to education in a free India. Um, uh, it covered a wide range of subjects like following academic standards, status and salary of the teachers, the linking of jobs from degrees, religious education, medium of instruction, reservation of seats for the backward, among the other, and many more things it's there. So Radhakrishnan educational um, thoughts are the contribution of idealistic, realistic, humanistic and existentialistic philosophy. It will fulfill the modern aim of education, and that is all around a development of child. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnanfrom strongly advocated for free and compulsory education for the all children of the country, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, then socio-economic status. So all committees and commissions in India have accepted his this educational ideas in the country, and Radhakrishnan supported the idea of equal right and opportunity for the both men and the women in the field of education. So India is a multi-racial, multilingual, multi-political and multicultural country which stands in unity, in diversity. So he anticipated dynamic models of education in this milieu. So it will help in solving various problems arises in recent time. So of course he was a pioneer of education, and he gave many things more which is taking shape till now in our education system. So this was the theory of his, and many things more, but now I am trying to give you in a short about your syllabus. So thank you so much. Thank you.